Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter. Turn it off.
Is that Lisha B? Oh, you can go ahead and cut that off, because it's not Lisha B live. Okay.
The Afternoon Lituation with Lisha B starts next.
Yeah, what it do, besties? And welcome back to your favorite show in the game. I just happen to be Lisha B. And you're not tuned in or logged into the Afternoon Lituation. Also, if you do not know, because national holidays come and go, and some of them aren't even on the calendar, and this one's not, but it is actually National Radio Day. So it would be remiss of me to not talk about that holiday since I'm cracking the mic on the radio today. I just want to say every single year when National Radio Day comes, I thank every single person who has ever listened to me. You are making my literal dreams come true every single day by listening from 3 to 7. Whether you are listening in the car, in the app, or wherever you are, I appreciate you so much. Even if you're only listening to 5 minutes of the show, I appreciate you so much. But since it's National Radio Day, I got to do it big. Lots of music, lots of tea, and lots of giveaways, bestie. So you're going to have to lock in with me. If you really know what's up, you're a true bestie. But let's lock into some more good music, especially when it's coming from Future, for sure. It's Future, Wait For You on Magic 104.9.
Your daily dose of pop culture. The Lituation Report on Magic 104.9. Grand Rapids #1 for hip-hop and R&B.
Sexy Red is gearing up for a beauty empire with a line of lip gloss, and everybody and their mama is losing their minds about these names, child. The brand is called Northside Princess, and the names of the lip glosses I should not say on the radio, or my boss is gonna cut me up. But let's just say that people are not a fan of the raunchy material that Sexy is giving us with these lip glosses. This is actually not the first time that she's tried to sell them either. They were available for purchase before she was famous in 2019. So I guess she's trying to run that old thing back, but baby, the names have got to go. And last but not least, the Beehive is buzzing with new news about Beyonce's new line of whiskey. It's called Sir Davis Whiskey, and she teamed up with Moet Hennessy to make this happen. And you don't have to wait too long to get your hands on some Beyonce whiskey, because it's actually available for pre-order right now on the website for $89, and it's actually going to hit retailers nationwide starting in September. So if you got $89 for a little drinkity drink, go ahead and buy you some and let me know how it is. And if you want more details, go ahead and tap into My Magic GR app. Grand Rapids #1 for hip-hop, Magic 104.9. And as a transplant, I understand it being lonely in a new area and a new state. Now, what if there was an app that connected you with people that you could be friends with without having to do a little hanky-pank in between? That's exactly what these two new apps are doing, connecting lonely, hungry people just long enough for a little meal. No dating or networking involved. One of them is actually called TimeLift, and it sets up people who are remote workers who don't want to eat alone. And the other app is called The Breakfast, where in a bunch of cities, they connect for a conversation over an omelet without having the pressure of having to spend the last night together. Honestly, if I was still trying to find some friends here, I would honestly use this app because it seems really simple, really easy, but a lot of people are starting to think of the negative vibes that can come from this situation. So I wanted to bring it to your attention. How do you feel about these apps who are connecting lonely people just for a little meal or two? And if you want more details, bestie, go ahead and tap into that 105 on the block. It's Lisha B holding it down on Grand Rapids #1 for hip-hop, Magic 104.9. And child, going to Burger King just got a little bit more dangerous, child, because a man has been sentenced to 143 years in prison. Ooh, child, that number. After being found guilty of threatening a drive-thru employee at Burger King with a firearm when the worker refused to accept his payment form. Yeah. Now, you would think, is this man handing him some money, maybe a check? It's getting a little crazy. No. This man decided to pay for his Burger King Whopper with some drugs. He said, go ahead, you need him, friend. Go ahead. And later that same night, he still acted a fool. That same man decided to fire shots at other individuals in a separate incident. So yes, that jury did convict that man of 17 charges, and because of the many sentences, they were combined into a rather lengthy prison term. Baby, that's giving almost 150 years behind bars because you just wanted to act up. And if you want all the details, go ahead and tap into that My Magic GR app. And while you're there, if you know somebody who belongs to the streets, bestie, whether they're here in the 616 or across the world, let me know. I want to talk about them. It's Magic 104.9.
It's time for the 616 check-in on Magic 104.9. Grand Rapids #1 for hip-hop and R&B.
This is a reminder to not put off going to a restaurant because you may never get the chance to do so, because the Bridge Street location of Maru Sushi has unfortunately closed. Luckily for this story, the location is actually merging with its Cherry Street location. So while you can't go to Bridge Street anymore to get Maru Sushi, you can still tap into the Cherry Street location. However, that is not the same for 40 Pearl, which announced its closure on Instagram saying that after 7 years, it was unfortunately closing. They thank all of you who have shared meals, memories, and their time with them. But unfortunately, their last day of business was August 17th. It was so abrupt. In my personal opinion, I was literally talking about going to 40 Pearl literally this weekend. So if you want to get more details about all the other closures and what else is going on in the 616 area, download that My Magic GR app in your app store or head over to our website. It's mymagicgr.com. It's Grand Rapids #1 for hip hop, Magic 104.9. And this 14-year-old ninth grader is not just going to school and learning calculus. This young man decided that he wants to be a true pioneer. His name is Heyman Bekele, and over the past 4 months, he's been competing in the 3M Young Scientist Challenge, which, by the way, he won first place for because for his invention of a soap that treats skin cancer, which earned him the title of America's top young scientist. Now, the melanoma treating soap is actually a bar of soap that is more affordable and accessible than any other of the traditional skin cancer treatments on the market as of right now. At just 50 cents to produce each bar of soap, Heyman's invention is revolutionary. He hopes to use his prize winnings to perfect his creation and develop a nonprofit that will distribute the soap to communities who need it the most. And don't get it twisted, Heyman is also trying to become a successful electrical engineer over the next 15 years. Baby has big dreams, and I hope that he fulfills them all because he's clearly already well ahead of us all. If you want to get all the details and tell you something else good, go ahead and tap into that My Magic GR app.